us from the sidelines, Allie LaForce. And we got a quick moment to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for Julius Randle.
Unfortunately, we've seen his ability as a rebounder take a back seat these past few seasons. And I'd like to see him refocus on that element of his game. You can never have enough rebounds, in my opinion.
Looking at the starting five for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Ant is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Julius Randle out there with Naz Reid. And it's MP in at the 1. And for Detroit, Thompson and Harris are the 3 and the 4. Ivy's out there with Dennis Schroeder. And it's Duren in at the 5 down low. Well, at this point of the season, the identity and merit of each team is becoming more and more clear, Graham.
Oh, yes, indeed. I mean, we have a good understanding of who the real contenders are. But there always seems to be a dark horse team that makes a push in the second half of the season. Anything can happen.
Hey, D up on MP.
Pass to MP. Randle outside. Back to MP. Right side, Edwards. Unable to get that one. Ivy with the defensive effort. Thompson in the post. Working on McDaniels. Thompson passes to Schroeder. Nice D from Reid. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. And this squad has managed the unthinkable, stringing together 34 straight wins and eager to add number 35 tonight. To say they're on a heater is an understatement.
Look, at the end of the day, this team, of course, wants to win an NBA championship when it's all said and done. And you know that's what they have their sights on. But it is so nice to enjoy the hype and accolades of a team that is right now steamrolling through the entire league in this incredible stretch. Wow, this has been an amazing thing to watch.
Here's Randle. Good, and the assist goes to MP.
Love to see that kind of activity. He just makes things happen.
And Grant, the success of teams like the Timberwolves showing that size still matters.
Yeah, in this pace and space era, that may have come into question just a bit, but size and skill combined has always been your best bet at winning.
Thompson. Oh, and Reid with a block.
Well, give Naz Reid credit. He perfectly timed that block. Wow.
Count it. Good. Randle's gotten his second bucket.
Great teamwork on that drive. Punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Harris.
Unforced turnovers. They'll drive your coach insane.
The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
I briefly spoke with J.B. Bickerstaff. He was emphatic, saying that Edwards was their main concern, telling me Anthony poses problems on both sides of the ball, and he is relentless. He doesn't let up. He wants his guys to match Edwards' energy.
As always, Allie, we thank you. Thompson outside. Back to Schroeder. Pass to Harris. Thompson with a screen. Fires from deep. And again, no good by Detroit.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
MP scanning the floor. He drops it from range. MP's got 5 points.
Talk about hitting the ground running. 4 for 5 to start.
And J.B. Bickerstaff decides to call timeout. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. Change here. Beasley's checked in, and now we have a chance to recognize our player of the month for the Western Conference, MP.
He's made himself the cornerstone of their offensive efforts recently, and he's providing for his squad in every regard on that end of the floor. Scoring, passing, picks, you name it, he's doing it.
Now here's Beasley. In his last outing, he had 11 points. And here's Ivy from the arc. That one falls, coming off Schroeder's feed.
Boy, after missing 3 straight, they finally get one to go down.
McDaniels finds Edwards. Back to Daniels. To the wing, right side. MP outside. Pass to McDaniels. Shot clock at 6. Down low. From outside the arc. Duren with the rebound. And Schroeder has got the ball here for the Pistons. They trail by 6. And this is the first season matchup for them against Minnesota. Ivy against Edwards. And here's Schroeder outside. Gets rebounded by Minnesota. And they've been winning at a high level this season. Most games not even close. Their point differential is sky high.
Yeah, a lot of their games have been essentially over by the third quarter. Blowouts, big margins, really astonishing the dominance they displayed over the course of the season. I'm not sure we've ever seen a team so consistently dominant.
And Doris, you watch Anthony Edwards year to year. He just keeps reaching a new level.
He wants greatness badly. He's putting in the time to get there. Anthony Edwards, the shooting, the confidence, the leadership, everything's growing. He's now producing like an MVP. Look out, everybody. Here he comes.
From deep, MP. Here's Randall. Great start so far. 3 of 3 in this one.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
We've got 1:23 left to play in the first. Ivy against Edwards. Ivy's shot is off.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
Schroeder against MP. Pass to McDaniels. And here's Randall. MP left side. Randall against Harris. Randall can't hit. Pistons trail by 11. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
And the Timberwolves with possession. They're on a 14-3 run. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Boy, this guy has not been in the league long, but MP has such a tremendous knack of getting to the line.
It's his first trip to the line.
Number 15, MP. 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
One of those guys who came into the league with great expectations. MP has met those and then some.
And both free throws good for MP. We've got 30. seconds left to play in the first. Now here's Sasser. The D's right on him. Pass to Holland. Fires the three. Again, the miss by the Pistons. Minnesota leading by 13. MP, the pass to Randall. Kicks it out to MP. The three ball. Hook it. And it's Randall with the assist. MP's got 10 points in the game.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
MP getting it done for the Timberwolves. He put together 10 points in the quarter. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Minnesota?
Well, we're in the era of the three-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep, and they have been thus far.
Yeah, and what an excellent display of passing in the early stages of this game. A good deal of their points coming directly off quality passes.
Marcus Sasser is out there with Malik Beasley. Then it's Tim Hardaway. Then there's Holland. And it's Thompson in at the power forward position. That's the 5 on the floor for the Pistons. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Celtics put on a show. He came away with 34 points, and his passing was huge in that game, finding ways to involve his teammates. Really just a phenomenal performance from him. Here's hoping we see more of the same from him in this one, guys.
Yeah, he was unstoppable during certain stretches. It'd be great to see him top that performance tonight.
Well, his team needs him to contribute. When he's on his A game, he just makes play after play.
Well, when you're coming off a game like he had, you know the difference tonight. They're going to load up against him. They're going to try to take him out of his rhythm early.
All right, we've now got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. He's got a special report. Shams, it's all yours.
Well, guys, teams are all grappling with this new CBA, especially the dreaded second apron. Fans possibly unclear on what it means. Honestly, even front offices are still navigating the complexities of the new restrictions. But basically, it has become harder for teams to spend big and acquire new players under the current systems. We'll see, guys, how this impacts everyone moving forward.
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. All right, Shams, thanks a lot. Here's MP. Following the score by Detroit from downtown. And again, it's Minnesota with a 3.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
And here's Sasser, averaging around 5 points a game. Holland can't hit.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
MP with it. He's picked up by Hardaway. MP outside. Takes the 3. Sends it home from three-point land. MP's got 11 points in the quarter.
MP is in a great rhythm right now. It behooves this team to just keep feeding this young guy.
Sasser outside. Hardaway with a screen on MP. Sasser can't hit.
A wasted trip down the floor. That's not a good shot at all.
Well, missed opportunities, and they can certainly add up. You cannot afford to take that kind of shot. Well, they're leading in large part because of the work he's put in this quarter. This is nicely done.
And though they've had a lot of high draft picks, Grant, the Pistons are still fitting everything together.
Yeah, and we've seen plenty of rebuilding teams go through struggles, and then suddenly everything clicks. But you have to have experience mixed in with the youth.
And Minnesota with possession here after the Pistons picking up a basket just moments ago. Three-pointer. They get it back. Pass to MP. Four on the clock. Gets the 3 ball to go. MP's got 26 points.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
And J.B. Bickerstaff decides to call timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Go for a different look here. Reed's checked in for Gobert. McDaniels comes in for Julius Randle. Anthony Edwards is checked in for Clark. And Conley subbed in for Alexander Walker. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Left side Schroeder. Ivy outside. There's the triple. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Reed's got his 5th rebound in this one.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
And let's take a second to look over the Rookie of the Year race. Lots more in store for these young players in the months ahead. But let's see how they've made their presence felt so far. You look at MP, right in the thick of this season. He is the guy when it comes to Rookie of the Year. What a year he's having.
And this is the type of player you have to be excited about. There's no question he should be at the top of the Rookie of the Year rankings.
I'll tell you, it's one of the brightest starts to a career that I can remember. He's certainly well positioned for that award.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, the Timberwolves, no doubt, a team to be reckoned with. Coach Chris Finch said, we come in every single night and compete. No matter what the circumstances are, we expect to win. We root for each other, so I feel like we have all the makings of a tough team.
And they have reason to be confident, Allie. Thank you. Outside Conley. Pass to MP. It's McDaniels on the wing. Right side Edwards. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. And they force a shot clock violation. Great D. Let's have a look at the early favorites to compete in this year's three-point contest. Many of the top shooters in the league.
Most of these guys are going to collect a ton of votes. And if this is who makes the final cut, then it's going to be a year to remember.
You take a look at Edwards. He's right on the cusp of securing his spot in the three-point contest. So I hope those votes keep pouring in because he's a guy you'd love to see in the mix.
Yeah, if he can make it in the door, you know he will do everything he can to win the whole thing, and it'll be a lot of fun to watch.
And this year's contest is really shaping up to be one to remember. Plenty of dead-eye shooters on that list so far.
And lots of guys have a three-point shot now, but this list is really the cream of the crop when it comes to putting up long-range bombs.
Thompson with it, picked up by Reed. Thompson passes to Ivy. 32 seconds left in the second quarter, and the bucket is good.
Oh, one of the better attackers of the rim. Ivy will not be stopped.
Pass to MP. Oh, and the dunk by MP.
He's officially taken over this first half, making all the right reads.
Here's Ivy. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two. It's going to be on MP.
And Ivy has no fear when it comes to getting inside. He's got a strong frame and doesn't mind taking contact when he has to.
Detroit shooting their first free throws tonight.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw misses.
And when you talk about Ivy, his explosiveness really stands out, especially when he's running the floor.
Good on the second one. Here's Conley. No points so far. It's Edwards on the wing. Back to MP. Reed sets a screen. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves looking in total control with this 17-point advantage as the buzzer sounds. How about the way they've attacked the paint? This throwback approach is paying off. Back to the game after this break.
And welcome to halftime. With the All-Star festivities around the corner, here are the favorites to take part in the dunk contest. You know, I love sitting up here and doing this show with you guys. I learn something new every day.
Man, you know what? It is pretty unreal they pay us to do this. Did I say that out loud?
Wait, you guys get paid?
Well, yeah, we wouldn't sit here and deal with you for free.
Gotta call my agent now.
Let us take some time now to talk about the first half, a commanding performance for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Nick? That does it for halftime. Let's get back to game action. Here's Brian Anderson with the start of the third quarter.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, he's played with great energy in the first half. Very disruptive at the defensive end.
Well, it was about effort and anticipation. Hard to get into an offensive rhythm when you know this guy is lurking.
Pistons trail by 17, and it really feels like the chemistry of this Timberwolves team has taken a step forward.
And B.A., you know this. Winning always enhances that energy and chemistry. But beyond that, this is a roster full of players that have had individual success, and now they're hungry and thirsty for team success, because that's the true measure.
So for Minnesota right now, Ed is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Naz Reid out there with Julius Randle. And it's MP in at the point.
This guy is constantly refining his game, and Anthony Edwards is dangerous from 3.
Here's Schroeder. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Some sick ball skills displayed right there. And he's not the guy you expect to pull that off.
With the floater and the basket by MP. MP's got 32 points in the game.
What touch on the teardrop. MP just letting it glide off his fingertips.
Back to Schroeder. The rebound by MP.
What a brutal night for this guy, and it is having a ripple effect throughout the team. This is tough.
Here's McDaniels. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. McDaniels got his first 2 points.
Yeah, Jaden McDaniels with a very good sense for when he should look to score it, especially in the painted area.
Ivy against Edwards. Ivy passes to Schroeder. Now here's Duren. That falls. Nice setup by Harris.
They're going to work inside. I like how confident Jalen is from this area.
Here's Randle. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Randle's got 8.
That's 3 buckets in a row off assist.
Here's Schroeder. Out to Harris. Here's the 3. McDaniels with the rebound.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
MP outside. Pass to Randle. Thompson against MP. Randle outside. Fires for 3. And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
The Pistons have gotten only 2 of 7 shots to go in the third quarter. Doris, you look at the tools McDaniels has on defense. He can be special.
He can. There's incredible length, the reach, the strength. McDaniels very much able to be a shutdown defender against the best offensive players in the game.
MP drives in, and the shot's good. MP's got 34.
Yeah, they haven't missed a shot since the break. I mean, just what a tremendous job making the necessary adjustments at halftime.
He takes it in. Shot's good by Schroeder.
You know, you have to like that he's still getting quality touches and delivering now after getting blanked in the first half.
Randall inside, pounded by Harris. And it's Randall with the jam.
Wow, excellent explosion.
On 4 of 9 in the third quarter. On the wing, Ivy, guarded by Edwards. Duren with a screen on Edwards. Here's Ivy. They get it again. And a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket. Schroeder's got 8.
I'll tell you, you have got to have a short memory. You put a poor first half behind you, and you get to work here in the second.
And Chris Finch calls timeout here. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. Changes here for Detroit. Holland, he's checked in for Duren. Hardaway comes in for Thompson. And Beasley has subbed in for... Pistons trail by 16. They've got Marcus Sasser, Holland out there with Malik Beasley. Then it's Tim Hardaway, and it's Reed in at the center position. That's the group for Detroit right now. And Edwards, here we go. An easy 2 on the layup.
Combination of size and athleticism makes Anthony Edwards so tough to check on the drive. Good luck and good night.
Picked by Reed. Pass to Hardaway. The 3 is up. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Gobert's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Oh, and the dunk by MP.
That's exactly what you want to see from MP at this stage of his career. Get to the rim and leave no doubt.
So it's Detroit now. Following this one, they host the Trailblazers. And that'll be the finale in their 4-game homestand.
Always a bonus when points come from unlikely sources. And you can see this guy's been working on that shot.
Minnesota leading by 17. Outside Edwards. And yep, it's good. Edwards has got 4 points now in the quarter.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
Here's Sasser. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Woo! When you finish like that, you deserve to brag.
Impressive, no question.
How about that from your point guard, gentlemen? Playing big at the rim, okay?
MP outside. Outside Reed. 4 on the clock. And here's Edwards outside. Knocks down the triple. And the Timberwolves lead by 20.
Edwards, such an explosive scorer. You don't want to concede that three-point shot. Boy, that's going to make him feel good.
To the inside. Hardaway banked it in off the glass.
Well, offensively, this guy has been cooking. They're definitely not losing because of him.
The Timberwolves lead by 18. MP drives in. And MP throws it down.
Yeah, good, aggressive move by MP. You know, I have a feeling we'll see this a lot in his career.
Detroit has got 7 of their 16 three-point attempts to go in. And J.B. Bickerstaff decides to call timeout. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. Completely new group for the Pistons. The Timberwolves also with a sub. Randall is checked in. Ivy finds Schroeder. Oh, drains the 19-footer. Schroeder's got 10 points in just the second half.
Well, rhythm, confidence. When Schroeder is pulling the trigger, you know he's feeling it.
MP drives in. The kick out to Edwards. MP against Duran. Just 5 to shoot. MP no good.
In the first half, he was on fire from range, but he hasn't knocked one down since.
And it's going to be out of bounds. Detroit will have another go. And the Timberwolves making a change here. McDaniels checked in. And it's Detroit with the ball. They trail by 18. Ivy outside. Back to Schroeder. Launches a 3. Randall pulls down the board. The Timberwolves have gotten 5 of 6 shots to go in the fourth. Here's MP. Sinks that one from the post. MP's got 40 points.
This guy has been a catalyst for them all game long. What a job leading them to this lead.
It's blocked by Gobert.
Almost inescapable, that 7'9" wingspan. Send it back, big Rudy Gobert.
The kick out to Edwards. Back to MP. Tries it from 19. The rebound by Detroit.
That's a shot he'd like back. He's usually going to make those.
Here's Schroeder. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got his 8th rebound here tonight.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
MP inside. Covered by Schroeder. MP shot is off. And Schroeder has got the ball here for Detroit. More and more we're seeing international players come into the league who are NBA ready, Grant.
It really is a sight to see, BA. And some of those guys start playing pro ball when they're 16 or 17 years old. It toughens you up real quick playing against older competition at that age.
The pull-up jumper. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Gobert's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done.
They came out and had a statement win with their performance tonight. A fantastic effort to get it done here for the Timberwolves.
And they were on fire tonight. Fantastic offensive performance, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., they really shot the ball well. I mean, their coach has to be beyond thrilled with how well they played.
And they notch another win, number 34 of the year.
And they meet just twice, so taking the first meeting means a lot to this team.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for MP.
What you love about his performance is that he is simply taking what the defense allows and then making the most of his opportunities.
So both teams making some changes here. 54 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Pass to Hardaway. Here's Holland. There's a screen. Over Gobert. Off the left rim and out. Here's Dillingham. Here's Shannon. Reed sets a screen. And Shannon gets it to go.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
And so it's Minnesota easily grabbing this one. A statement road victory. So impressive.
Statement indeed, B.A. It was in enemy territory, but they controlled the game and took the crowd completely out of it. That's how you win on the road.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, and all of our crew, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching this 2K Sports presentation of the NBA. So long and good night, everyone.
Great win tonight, MP.
That might be good enough for the City League, but it's not going to cut it here. Nice shot.
Let's go! Yes, sir. That's the way I back up my game.
Good to see you, MP. You gonna show us something special tonight?
Kicks, MP. AMP. It's your world. We just live in it. my guy. Ready, MP.